against the New York Mets. John Shelby with you alongside Chris Singleton. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
And now, the crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. And taking the ball for the Mets, Tom Seaver. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Just about to get started. Dave Parker digs in now.
Right fielder, number 39.
Seaver, multi-time All-Star, 24 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Stays alive. That one misses. And that's ball 2. Way inside, gets out of the way. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swings and misses. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's the Pirates lineup now. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
He takes it on his own. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. Now the third baseman, Bill Madlock. The 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the bottom of the first, and on the mound for Pittsburgh in this one, Bert Blyleven. What do you look for here?
He's got 4 pitches. All of them are plus pitches. But the key to his success, he's got to get ahead in the count. That way he can use those secondary pitches. It's going to be a big start for him today.
And stepping in for New York, number 1. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Got him looking. 1 out.
Batting second, the right fielder.
Let's take a look at our lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Stepping in, Rod Gaspar. Fouled off to the right. The 1-2. Up the middle, Guerra. Sends it to first, and the home first moving along quickly today. Two gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Ken Boswell. And he can't make the play. But in time, nice job to stay with it to end the inning. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Omar Moreno. Outside.
Oh, that pitch is out.
3-1 now. Payoff pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Omar Moreno with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Now it's the second baseman, Lee Casey. And a big swing and a miss.
That's ball 2.
Quick toss to first. Moreno back on a dive. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not the start to this inning he was hoping for on the mound. Now he's going to have to really dial it up against the bottom part of this lineup to get out of this jam.
Here's the left fielder, John Miller. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Here's a 2-2. And there's a ball.
3.
The Buccos with a chance to score first here on opening day. In there, sets him down on strikes. And that is a big first out.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
2 aboard with 1 out. Next is the designated hitter. The 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one kicks away from the catcher. But no advance from the runners. The Pirates looking to strike first here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Here's the Pirates catcher now. The 1-1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on, 2 outs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there.
What do you got?
Swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. And that'll load the bases.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Dale Guerra now at the plate. On the ground, Charles. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. So they strand 3 and leave them loaded. Down to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the left fielder, Leon Jones. 1-1 now. Out towards right center field. Moreno should have this one. Takes it in for the out. And for now, the home run streak takes a pause. A lot of game left, though. Here's the third baseman, Ed Charles. Second inning here, no score.
Ball.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Went right after him there, Singy. No messing around.
3 pitches right there. 3 really good fastballs in that at bat. But what stood out is all of them in a different part of the zone. He started them away. You look out over the plate as a hitter, and then he busts you in. You're not quick enough to be able to pull the trigger and turn on it. And then he finished up in the zone. Good velocity. Caught the top part of that strike zone. That's a great example of how you mix your locations. Just as important as mixing speeds.
Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. Busy time around the league, taking a look at some notable free agent signings. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Charles takes it in for the out. One away. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Willie Stargell will hit next. Just missed. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Fought off foul. Outside with a breaking ball. Top of the third, no score. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Here's the third baseman, Bill Madlock. 2 down, nobody on. That one almost got him. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. That's out number 3. Bucks go down quietly, and we are still scoreless. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Jerry Cody.
Jerry Cody.
And that clips the inside corner. He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball. And the strike is overturned after review. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 3-1. It's a leadoff walk.
Take your base.
And that's the go-ahead run.
Batting in, the designated hitter, number 50.
So now here's the Mets DH.
Nope.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Cody on at first. Nobody out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
One out man at first. Bud Harrison up now for the Mets. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. Now he's challenging the called strike. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Three-1 now. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. 2 down.
Now batting the center fielder, number 1.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Mets leadoff man. Outside low, and now 3-1. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Number 19, Rod Gaspar.
So up next, Rod Gaspar. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Payoff pitch. High fly ball out towards left center. Miller on the move. Makes the catch. Inning over. On to the 4th. Still scoreless. Start of the 4th. And now the center fielder, Omar Moreno. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Up next for the Pirates, Lee Casey. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. On the ground to short. Tosses to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, John Miller. 2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. That clears the zone, and the count is 1-2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Over to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing across here this half. On now to the bottom of the 4th. We're tied 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Ken Boswell.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
2-2 now. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. This guy will throw any pitch in any count, 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Leon Jones up now for the Mets. And the right-hander's 3-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The Mets still looking for their first hit in this one. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And he saw 8 pitches before earning the walk. Really professional AB.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Go ahead run on base. Ed Charles up now for the Mets. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
The Mets looking to strike first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Ball that's outside.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. On the ground to the left. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Ed Charles with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
And here's the first baseman. 2 on, 1 out. To the right side. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. But a run does score in the play. And next for New York, Jerry Cody.
The catcher, number 8, Jerry Cody.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Man at second. That one lifted to left. Miller drifts towards it. And that is that. So 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and a runner left. We've played 4. It's the Mets 1 and the Pirates nothing. We go to the top of the 5th. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, number 36. And a 1-1. That one fouled off. This one in the air, center field. Under it. Takes it in for the out.
The batter, the catcher, number 16.
Here's the Pirates catcher now. The Mets up by a run here on opening day. Backed off the plate that time. Right side, hard hit. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Dale Guerra.
Up next for the Pirates, Dale Guerra. Two down, nobody on. Just off the inside edge. The next pitch misses. 3-1. Dave Parker waits on deck for Pittsburgh. And the 3-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And ball 4 there, tying run is on base.
Well, he opted to go with the off-speed stuff on that 3-2 with the bases empty. Close pitch, but now he's got to work out of the stretch.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. Dave Parker getting ready to hit. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the fifth. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Guerra off of first with 2 away. In the air, right field. Gaspar has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Ball, that's down.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Smoked on the ground to second. Slings to first, and that's the 1st out in the bottom of the 5th.
The batter, number 3, shortstop
Bud Harrison up now for the Mets. Sliced hard but foul. High fly ball out to left field. Miller settles under it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 1.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Mets leadoff man. Ball to strike. That's
Ball,
a
that's
little bit
low.
low. Ripped on the ground to second. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. It's the Mets 1 and the Pirates nothing. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And here is Willie Stargell.
The first baseman, number 8, Willie Stargell.
The 1-1. Grounds one to short. Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
You expect to see shortstops make great plays, and it's especially important at a big moment like that. Nicely done.
Now the third baseman, Bill Madlock. The 2-1. Out to short, Harrison. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Pirates, the center fielder, Omar.
Next, it's the Pirates cleanup hitter, Omar Moreno. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back. And that one lifted in the air, center field, under it. And that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom of the 6th. Leading off, Rod Gaspar.
Number 19, Rod Gaspar.
The 2-1. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next,
Rod Gaspar with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Man at first, nobody out. Ken Boswell up now for the Mets.
Nope.
That's out to center field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Mets, the left fielder,
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. One out man at first. Now the left fielder, Leon Jones. Just
Ball, that's
missed.
out.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play, minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
One-run game, one out, one on. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He makes the grab.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And next for the Mets, Ed Charles. Gets him to chase after that one.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
This one in the air, right field. And that is that. Mets strand one. They lead it 1-0.
Now pitching for
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Tug McGraw. On for his major league debut and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Bunting for a hit. Down the line, and it's foul.
That's
a really good take.
That
Ball
one
three.
misses. And now 3-2. John Miller next to bat for the Bucks. Looking to get the tying run on base. Popped up. Boswell settles underneath it. And there's one down. Late game chance slips by. Streak on the line, but still no homer today.
Miller.
Here's the left fielder, John Miller.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate. Try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Action in the Mets bullpen. Number 43 up and loosening in the pen. Number 35 warming up as well. Line to left, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And his first big league hit is a double.
Now batting the designated hitter, number
John
36.
Miller with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Ball two.
Tying run at second base. Here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air, right field. Base hit into the outfield. The throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And this game is tied in the 7th. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat.
No, he's
and
safe.
it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
Now the catcher up to hit, number 16. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Here's the pitch, runner on the go. Fights it off, he'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Go-ahead run on base. Guerra, the next to hit. On the ground, right side. Oh, what a stop. To his knee, the throw. Nicely done for the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Grant Jackson. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
1 down.
Up next for the Mets, the catcher, number 8,
Jerry Cody up now for the Mets. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Jackson in his 5th season, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2022. It's through for a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. Jerry Cody with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
1 down. Now it's the DH. And that one fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Ball 2.
The next offering misses, and it's a full count.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
And a payoff pitch. Popped in the air, left field. Miller settles under this one. Brings it in.
The batter, number 3, shortstop Bud Harrison.
Bud Harrison up now for the Mets.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone. Bud Harrison with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen.
In the air, left field. And that's a base hit. Coming home. Here comes the throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they take the lead in the 7th. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit. His first big league knock. And he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
First and second, 2 outs. Rod Gaspar now at the plate. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss as he was late. One, 2 now. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 35. on for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
Got him swinging for the K.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And here's the first baseman, Willie Stargell. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 2 down.
Up next to the Pirates, the third baseman, number 5.
So digging in, Bill Madlock. The Mets trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that'll do it. Offense held in check there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Mets 2 and the Pirates 1.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Enrique Nomo. Ready to make his season debut. Stepping in, Ken Boswell.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
That one
That's
a little bit
ball 3.
high. And the count is 3-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. In the air to left center. Moreno gets under it. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Mets, the left fielder, Leon.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Leon Jones. The 1-1.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient.
Hey!
Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, the third baseman, Ed Charles.
So up next for New York, Ed Charles. 2 down, nobody on. There's a swing and a miss.
Outside, that's a ball.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for
Back
the Mets,
now and on the mound, the closer, Ron Taylor. A chance at his first save of the year. Well, 1-run game. Here's the center fielder, Omar Moreno. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Line, and that's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base. Lee Casey with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
Stays alive. One and two here. Base hit to second. Save.
He made it safe.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Next is the Pirates DH. Here's a 1-1. That's down and
ball
in.
two.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 1 out. And that is out of play. Here's a 2-2. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1. Out. A double play to end it with the tying run stranded at second.
Well, Boo, I can think of prettier ways to get your first win on the mound in the majors. They'll have some work to do after the blown save, but a win is a win. Congrats to him on this career milestone.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.